Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? It's a good day. So I'm just sitting here enjoying outside, and it's quiet in my house as usual. Because when it's quiet for me, I think a little bit better. Um, I listen more to nature. I focus. Some people, they blast their TVs, not me. When my husband's not home, I meditate and I get inside of myself, and I can think better. So some things been going on, y'all, that I don't even talk about, because when you speak life into things. But now that I can talk about it, we're going to talk about it, because this is going to heal somebody else that is going through the same things, because we are all of flesh, but the God is in us. So shit is going to always happen to you. It's going to always be some negative shit probably gonna come your way, because nobody is exempt from any negativity or any low vibrational things. It's how you control the energy is the key. So a couple of weeks ago, my husband hurt his back and he was out of work for a couple of weeks, for 2 weeks. Now his income added to my income and my business income adds up to how we pay where we lay. So things were going on. He was out of work and I started to stress, and anxiety again runs in my family. Depression runs in my family. So I burnt that candle. I put it up there. It's called the Smile Now and No Anxiety Candle Ritual. I do sell those on my site if you deal with it like how others do. So I was feeling like I was going to start getting that pool of anxiety, because one thing about me as a Libra, when I feel like I don't know what my next step is, or I don't know what's going to happen next, turn my fan on. I don't know what's going to happen next. I usually get a little like scared, because I need to see where I'm going. I need to see where I plan bills a month ahead of time. And when I don't know if he's not getting a check or whatever, I can't plan it right, because it was something that happened all of a sudden. Wasn't his fault, wasn't my fault, but it's the shit that you're dealt with. And you have to grow through what you go through. So I felt myself feeling a little like, damn, what, that feeling. So I got my candles out. I got my herbs. I got my oils to deal with anything due to healing and renewal and a cleansing of sorts. So I lit that candle. It was a 7-day candle. I let that burn out. A couple of people came to me that know me. One in question is one of my spiritual brothers. Now, I went to family, blood family. Nobody offered any help, and a couple of people lied. One thing about me is I don't get into debt to pay debt. That don't make sense. So instead of applying for credit cards and loans to pay, you going into debt to get a debt, to pay a debt. It doesn't make sense. So I went to blood. Hey, Damien's, my husband's out of work for a couple of weeks. I need this, that, what's going on. One person told me, and I'm talking about blood. And yes, I'm on here talking about it, because I want it to heal somebody else, because I know I'm not the only one. Go to blood and you get that. Well, it is what it is, but okay. That's all I had to say. Okay. Because it don't make no sense. Then, back up. When I feel as though when it's my turn to do something, I'm always there. But when it's my turn to need help, nobody's there. You understand what I'm saying? With blood. And I said, at this day and time, right now, right here, I will never ask for any help. I told my husband too, it's me and you, boo. I would never, ever again in my life. So, one of my spiritual brothers, he does my taxes as well. And I don't know how he knew, but he came to me. He said, do you need some time to make your payment? Because I owe him for the last payment for doing my taxes. And I was like, wow, I sent him I said, yeah, just a little bit, because my husband out of work. He got back problems or whatever. And he was like, no problem. He not only did that, but he also broke it up over, and it ain't much, but he broke it up over 3 months for me to handle it. Look at spiritual bonds between people and not blood bonds. You see the difference? I go to the people that I grew up with, that I shared food with, that I shared a home with, that I shared a family with, and it was a no, or it was a lie. But I never went to a spiritual person, a spiritual bonded person, understood or felt me. And he came to me and said, let me do this for you. Let me offer you this help. You heard me? All right, moving on from that, because we already know. So, but I'm done with that shit. So, y'all know that I started to burn this honey jar. Not burn it. I made a honey jar, prosperity jar. And I've been working that bitch for about 3-4 weeks now. I've been working it every day, every day. Every day I get up, or every day during the day, I'm going to go in my spirit room and work that motherfucking honey jar and burn, do what I do with it. I also blew my cinnamon yesterday. And in that interim, before yesterday, on the first where I blew my cinnamon, I've received 2 random ass checks. Right? One for, I think it was $250, and one for like $35. 2 random checks. So I got up this morning to do some extra runs. And and that was about 4 o'clock this morning. My husband at work now. Reason why it's so quiet. But, mention me. Okay, I'll look at that later. But my run was from 4 to 8. Okay? You got to do whatever you got to do. You got to get your ass up to go get it. So, y'all know rent, the day is the 2nd. Rent is almost due. My husband don't get paid till next Friday. So, I'm like, I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't never been late on my rent. But shit happens, man. Shit happens. So, I'm sitting there, and all I heard was ching, 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 ching. It did about 11 times. I got a big ass order from a customer that purchased most of my exclusive oils, a couple of my exclusive custom candles, a couple of my special spell jars that I make as well. It was over $200 worth of stuff that person purchased from me. That one order. And I'm like, look at universe. Look at the universe. Now, I received a letter stating that I can get such and such money, of course. But one thing Vasori doesn't do, I'm trying to get out of debt. These bills can wait. I refuse to go get a motherfucking credit card or a personal loan to pay a loan. I'm not ever doing that. So I could cash a check right now for I think it was $2,800, but I'm not doing that. I'm not going into more debt. What I'm going to do is speak it. Because I'm going to get it. I know it's a lot of people out there that go through this, or just speak life into your life. It's going to be all right. Every day you wake up, it's going to be a bill you got to pay. Every day you wake up, it's going to be something you got to do. Do not fall victim to depression and anxiety or fear. Because fear will paralyze you, and you will sit in it too long, and just you sitting in it wondering what you can do to make it better. Don't sit in that fear. Get your ass up and go fix the problem. If it's bills, you know you got to go to work extra time. And don't go borrow money to pay debts. That don't make sense. You going to borrow money to pay a debt, to get into debt? Never. That is something that I used to do because I ain't have my mind right. But now, who I am today, the focus is getting out of debt. No. 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 Super motherfucking no. Double no. No again. Don't do that. Ever. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. Don't do it. Ask for what you need. Go get it that way, the right way. And wait on it to come. But you got to work for it, y'all. And if you got that type of family that a lot of people, some people got families where you can go to them and they help you out. We all help each other. But some people have the type of families that you only family when it's their turn. But when it's your turn, everybody turns their back and don't give a fuck about what you got going on. And that's okay too. That's okay too. It's all a balance. It's all a knowing. It's all believing what you hear the first time and not going back to it. You can't get me no more. And that's just something that I wanted to talk to y'all about. It's okay. This too shall pass. Grow through what you go through. Everybody got to do it at one point in time in life. Nothing's always peaches and cream. You're going to always have them ebbs and them flows. Flow on. Blessings.